What's going on, crew? Love you guys, man. So I was gonna wait till after the game to do this breakdown for tomorrow's slate, but I gotta get up early. It's getting a little late. It's about midnight. But very excited about this lineup that we have right here. I betted $4. It's winning $25 back. I feel like I'm getting into the hang of these playoffs. Back to the six times value. Back into the safe plays. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's see what we did right, what we did wrong. Shout out to Dennis Schroeder. A lot of people were saying, no, no, don't do Schroeder. Get away from Schroeder. And Schroeder got into some early foul trouble. So all his points came in one half. So if he would have played the entire game and avoided foul trouble, man, you'd have had a 50-point game almost. So I don't regret that play. Shout out to Dennis Schroeder. And then, for some reason, I always get Bradley Beal right. It's not someone I pick often, but whenever I do throw him in a lineup, he does well. He does well. Norman Powell was big chalk, rightfully so. He went off for over 10 times value. Can't ask for more than that. Paul Millsap, he did well. JaVale McGee still at halftime. He got 10 and a half. I'm just hoping that they give him a little more run and he gets me 30. If JaVale McGee gets 32 fantasy points, that pushes up into the 300 for the night. So definitely looking at JaVale McGee. John Wall underperformed, but 46 not bad. I'm all right. I'll pick John Wall any night moving forward. Serge Ibaka is the center for that team. At 6K, it's a no-brainer. I'm going to keep picking him until he's at least 7K. And then Carroll, God knows I was very scared to play Carroll. He was like the option that I had. I just had $2,900 to spend, and I loved the rest of the lineup so much that I was gonna just punt it away. And then I was gonna go David West. I considered a couple guys. He said, "You know what? Let me get Carroll in because he's starting." And once I even asked the chat. I said, "Is Carroll starting?" They said, "Yeah." I said, "All right, I'll throw some Carroll in there." He went off, man, over 8 times value. So it's been a good night, man. It's been a good night. Shout out to the haters, man. I gotta do a hater shout out. Let me see if I can find it though. I gotta go all the way back. Shout out to whoever this guy is. Cornelius Kibwell. He says this video is horrible, but if you played my lineup and somebody gave him a thumbs up, if you played my lineup, you'd have been in the money off of my horrible lineup. So you got your 5 minutes of fame. I gotta shout out the haters. Let's continue. Let's get into tomorrow's slate though, because I'm excited about it. I kind of whipped up a lineup really quick. We could check it out and then see what we could come up with. But first look, this is what I kind of came up with: Chris Paul, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Jermichael Green, Nene, Tony Parker, Bahamute, and Enes Kanter. And that's tentative, all right? That's just something I was playing around. I'm going to go through each game, see who I like, who I don't like. But before I do that, let's see who's joining me in my lovely YouTube chat, man. I got a good community of folks who come out, show love. All right. Crow Production says, "What's good?" Gabriel Santana has Dennis with a cup of coffee and his little frog. Yo, Dennis did all right, man, for one half, man. I'm sticking by the Dennis Schroeder. If he's the same price next, I'm not going to mess with him on the road. Maybe. I might go back to Dennis. I'm not going to lie to you. Still like Dennis Schroeder. Cal with 4%, and he made value, so we like that. Let's talk about Howard. Howard had a great game. Got to clap my hands. I would never pick Howard for the rest of his career, but he had a good game, and congrats to everybody that have him, man. He was good. He was good tonight. Baca did it for us as well. Christopher Nolan says, "Great job tonight, Brother Lewis. I'm eating some great chicken right now." Christopher, you the man. And I think we're going to do well from here on out because if you notice, the last couple of days, ever since, I don't remember who it was, but one of you guys in the chat kind of woke me up like, yo, what happened to your system? You just picking players with no kind of rationale. And I took some serious consideration into that comment. And since that comment, we've been doing all right. So That definitely worked out. So glad I did the Schroeder Middleton for Lillard Turner. Oaktown, aren't you happy you come to my shows? You get the best advice. I'm sure you're in the green right now, Mr. Oaktown. I'm sure you're in the green right now. So let's get back to this lineup for tomorrow. I'm gonna clear this one out. This is tentative. I'm gonna clear it out. You know what I do? I make a lineup on my own time. Then I come make a lineup with you guys, sleep on it, and then finalize it tomorrow with the fire. And that's the system. That's part of the system. It works. So let's go. Houston versus OKC. The thing with this game, man, is all these guys are overpriced now, man. All right. Now be careful. I'm not going with Russell for 14-2, guys. I cannot pick Russell Westbrook for 14-2. I cannot do it. I'm having a hard time doing it. All right. Now, don't get me wrong. Let me do some math here. Still weathering this little cold. It's not going away. 14-2 times 5. So for him to hit 5 times value, he needs 71. For him to hit 6 times value, he needs that 85 again. He just came from home, okay? He loves home. 71. But even in Houston, he went on for 96. So 48, 96, 71. The thing is with Westbrook, man, if you can get some good value around him, and I'm gonna work on 2 lineups on this live. I'm gonna take my time and get 2 lineups because I want to line up with Westbrook in it. Because he's the type of player that will break the slate. If you don't have him, you lost, and that's it. You know what I mean? On a 3-game slate, he go off for 80, no matter what's his price. That's what makes Westbrook. You got to understand that when it comes to Westbrook, you can't look for 6 times value at this point because his price is that way for a reason. All right, he could be 18K. If he goes off for 90 fantasy points and you don't have him, it have to be the kind of night where every game point total is 250. If Russell Westbrook dropped 80, no matter what his price is, so it's hard to look for 6 times value from Westbrook. But then with that said, now it's hard to put good players around Westbrook. So I'm gonna make a Westbrook lineup, but for right now, I'm gonna stay away from him. But we know Westbrook can break a slate. Now James Harden for 10-6 is cheap. Um, at home, at home. I don't think James. I think I gotta have some Harden, man, for that 10-6. You have to. I know Gabriel Santana is clapping right now, but you got to. That's the lowest he's been. Back at home, look, 12, 12, 11, 11. Now he's in the 10s at home. He's not going to go 0 for 7 from the 3-point line. He's liable to get you double digits assists when he gets ready. He can get you double digit. He's not going to get double digit rebounds because it's the Thunder, but at home looking to close things out, having a couple subpar games. James Harden coming off of a bad game is reliable. So I'm going to go ahead and get him because we can get 6 times value easy from him. He can get you 7 or 8 times value for that price. He's back at home, and he just had a bad game. It's too much going for us to fade James Harden, all right? Let's continue with the Houston players. Lou Williams had a couple decent games. I wouldn't really chase that, guys. Now, out of the 4 games they played, he hit about 6 times value, 3 out of the 4. But for him to have 3 games in a row of decency, I'm just not sure. The thing is, he got 30 minutes in those 2 games. I don't like Lou Williams tomorrow. If anything, what's the price for Beverly? 5K. Beverly at home, is something special. He feeds off the crowd. He loves that home crowd, man. Another guy, he just came off 2 tough games. This might be the spot for him. Anybody that guards Russell Westbrook is gonna get steals. Look, he just had 5 steals. The only thing is he shot 2 for 13. He still gave us 20. So I like Beverly tomorrow, man. I think Beverly's sneaky. I think he's in a good spot. I don't mind racking up Beverly and Harden tomorrow. All right. Let's move forward. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Pardon me. I had to clear my nostrils, man. It's hard to talk, being stuffy. Trevor Ariza, those guys are too iffy. I'm not even gonna go there. Ryan Anderson, iffy. Clint Capella, another thing, another guy at home, man. The crowd drives these guys. Look, 29-31 at home. I don't like the Oklahoma Houston Bigs with Oklahoma facing elimination. I think Steven Adams and those guys are gonna clamp down. But let's look at Nene again for 44. So Nene before that game was 41. He went off 40 points, right? I don't think Nene is. I'm not chasing that. I'm not chasing Nene going 4 for 4 again. I mean, Nene, it's tough with Nene. I'm gonna hold on to him for now and consider him, but I don't know. I don't know. Now back to OKC. We spoke about Westbrook. He's gonna have his own lineup. Let's continue. Oladipo on the road does not seem to be the play. For 5,600, he's getting what 40 minutes, barely touching 30. I'm very disappointed. I'm good. Now this is the game to fade Andre Roberson, guys. He's almost 6K now. Roberson is not gonna do it again, man. Not back in Houston. I don't think he's in the 30s tomorrow. I'm gonna stay away. I did say the last time that I played him that that's gonna be my last time playing him. Once he goes back to Houston, I gotta stick to my word. I don't think Roberson, but he's been super aggressive. I wonder how many offensive rebounds he just had. Let me check it out because that seems to be his thing, man. He's just getting offensive rebound. So the adjustment for Houston for the closeout might just be to limit Roberson on the offensive bound, box him out, put a body on him. And if they pay extra, if any team decides to really, the reason that Roberson, let's be honest, right? The reason that Roberson is appearing to be Superman is because nobody's paying attention to Roberson. Nobody cares. Every time he gets to the 3-point line, he's wide open. And that's on purpose, guys. If I'm a coach, I am not trying to put any defensive pressure on a Roberson, okay? But with his and to be honest, I still wouldn't because see, he didn't even have that many rebounds the last game. I still wouldn't put pressure on him because even with Roberson doing well, the team is still losing. So if they want to go ahead and encourage Roberson to keep doing what he's doing, and he's playing defense and what have you, but um, I like Roberson because teams are never gonna put any effort in trying to limit him because he's good for defense. There's no offensive attention to him, but I'm gonna stay away from him tomorrow. I don't want to dwell too much on that Roberson pick. I'm just gonna stay away from that. Yeah, this little stuffy nose. All right. And then Steven Adams, with his price going back up to 5K. I don't know if I could do that on the road. He had a good game. I don't know how much I like any of these Thunder guys, to be honest. I'm a Thunder guy, but I think this might be their last game for real because Houston back at home. They couldn't even win a game at home. They won 8. I don't. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good with that Canna play. I'm not gonna run after. Canna is someone I do like though. Canna for 3,200 reminds me of Dwight Howard tonight. Someone that we know have potential that just has not been getting a minute. And the reason that Kanter has not been getting the minutes is because of this one fact. Nene is coming off the bench. Nene demands defense. Kanter plays no defense. Kanter is all offense. Now, if you put Kanter in there, Nene is going to take advantage of him. You put Adams in there, and Nene still took advantage of him. So I don't know what they're going to do with Kanter. He's only getting 8 to 10 minutes, so I'm a little worried putting him in my lineup. But for 3,200, I don't think Kanter can disappoint you too much. The highest he's scored in this series is 15. His season average against his team is only 18. For 3,200, it's hard not to get Kanter for 3,200, guys. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna pull him over just so I don't forget about him. But I don't know. I don't know about Kanter. Let's get to YouTube and see what my community, my crew's talking about. Let me see how those guys feel, man. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Christopher. I'm trying, man. Shooter played well, didn't get the minutes. That's right, Ernest. And like I said, I'll play him again next game. I'm not hurt by that. I'm still in the money big time with that shooter lineup. McCollum isn't doing anything. I told you guys that. I said McCollum just had a good game. I've never seen McCollum have two good games back to back. Never. And that's just as how that's one of my little certain people just don't have two good games back to back. Beal was due for a good game, and I felt it. Nah, Shooter wasn't hurt. He got into foul trouble early, Oaktown. He was a great play. In one half alone, at halftime, he had 1 point. At the end of the game, he had 25 points. So if he played the whole game, he'd have had 40 something points. I'm not worried about Shooter. I was a little drunk that night, but I was the one who reminded you about the six times value. Well, drink some more, Randall, because you woke me up. Since then, I've been on a little roll. I've been in the green quite a bit. I tried all kind of lineups with Westbrook. Couldn't find anything to go with. Yeah, man. I'm gonna try and see what I come up with. 14.2 is a little too much for Westbrook. Giannis had a good game today. Shout out to Giannis for that. Clay doing his thing. All the Warriors are. That's a fact. I dodged Dennis for Giannis. Then you're doing well. You eyeing anyone on Utah tomorrow? I gotta check it out. Harden didn't do nothing last game. LOL. Yeah, but he's at home now, man. For true fact, you gotta get some Harden. Harden's probably my favorite play tomorrow. For that 10-6, yeah, you need some of that. All right, let's go to Memphis versus San Antonio. On the San Antonio side, Tony Park is a guy that I just have a hard time not playing, man. He had one game where he went off for 0.75, but everything else been in the 20s. And back at home, I think I gotta lock in some Tony Parker tomorrow back at home. Love Tony Parker tomorrow. Let's continue. I think Ennis Cannon is gonna be my little Damari Carroll kind of play. Somebody cheap that's gonna allow me to get some good players in my lineup. Patty Mills, I'm good. I'm just not into that. Kawhi Leonard, you have to play. He's my Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard is to me as Antetokounmpo is to Gabe Santana. Let's get some Kawhi Leonard in the lineup and be happy about it, guys. All right. Aldridge I usually like, but not with not with this dude Randolph starting. It's been a little tough. All right. Pau Gasol just had a no Pau Gasol for me. That's pretty much it for San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard and Tony Parker. I'm gonna pair those two guys up. The ball handler and the scorer. And just be happy with that, right? Now let's go to Memphis. Not Tony. Mike Conley for 8K is expensive. I agree. But you gotta play him. He's all they got. Playing matchups this deep into the series is what you want to do. All right. The reason I like take out Pat Bev and get some Mike Conley. The reason I like Conley so much is because he's full of confidence. In the last game that they played, man, he's just taking it to the rack. Conley hasn't really done too much wrong since the playoffs, man. 37, 42, 37, 60. So he's good for 5 times value. That's his floor. And he can get you a little ceiling with that price as well. I'm going to ride on some Conley tomorrow and be confident with it, all right? So the lineup's looking good again, man. I love how it looks. Conley, Harden, Kawhi. like that. I like that. Let's continue. That's about it, to be honest with you guys. I don't know about another Memphis player that I can say I love tomorrow. Vince Carter, Ennis. Randolph for 66, a little suspect. Can't do that. I can't put Randolph in for 66. I know he's in a good spot, but at home in a tough matchup, just not what you want. Jermichael Green, though, for 3,300. Again, at home, the bigs, I'm not messing with it. And Gasol, I'm good. I'm good at right here. Kind of keeping my eye on this game, waiting for them to substitute JaVale McGee in the game. That's what I'm waiting for. But anyway, and that's it. That's it for that game. Let's get back to the crew. See what the crew talking about, man. Portland getting blown out. They were laughing at him last game, embarrassing. Roberson gonna go off? Nah, I'm not touching Roberson tomorrow for no 5-7. I can't do that. I'm good. I'm good off Roberson. I took Curry. He going off. That's what's up. And as you said that, I looked up. He just hit another 3. Whack. Curry's the man. But he's about to sit. But I think he's good, though. He already hit value. Well, he got 26. Let me see what Curry is at, man. I love when the crew do good, man. Gotta love when the crew do good. Curry got... Let's see what Curry doing right now. Yes. Remind me. I don't know. I can't really see what Curry's doing. My app is bugging out. But I like Curry. So let's continue. Where was I? Kind of lost my train of thought. Let's go into this Utah Clippers game. Somebody that I like off the bat, man, is Joe Ingles. Jeez, 5K. I don't know if I could do that for Ingles, man. 5K for Ingles is pretty steep. But what's going on with Hayward is playing? Yeah, I'm not doing that for. If Hayward is playing, I'm not paying for Ingles. Hayward playing changes everything. It makes me not like most of these guys. Let's see. George Hill for 6K. Nah, not against Paul. Rodney Hood just showed some life, but Hayward was out. Hayward for 7-4. Hayward for 7-4. I think I like that, man. I think I like that tomorrow. But you know who I'm going to go back to because I need to save some money. Let me wait for a second. I think I like Hayward for 7-4, man. With no Blake Griffin. With no Blake Griffin. Let me mess with some Hayward briefly. Let me just see what I can do with that. I think Hayward is sleeky. Let's just see. Stomach bugs don't go away in 2 days, though. And the way that he was looking, I just don't know. Let's see what he's been on. 30. I think I'm going to try to get some Hayward because I don't know if I'm going to be... Chris Paul is someone that I normally like to have in my lineup, so let's see how it works out. I might have to fade Hayward and try to pencil in some Chris Paul. Joe Johnson, nope. And then Gobert is a little interesting. The last game they won, but Gobert only played 24 minutes. It was his first day back. They were kind of testing him out. He went 6 for 6, pulled down 13 boards. An 8K Gobert is kind of cheap, guys. 8K Gobert is kind of cheap. I think I like Gobert more than Hayward tomorrow. I like both Hayward and Gobert, but Gobert is a safer player, especially with no Griffin. I don't think DJ can really contain Gobert that much. Like I said, in 24 minutes, he went off for 37. If he gets 30 minutes, that's 40s, and that's enough. That's all we need, right? In 6 games against this team, averaging 24 minutes, he's putting up 30 points. All right. It's going to be back in LA, so I think the game will be close. I like Hayward tomorrow. I like Gobert tomorrow, man. I think Gobert is a little sneaky. He's The thing to like on Gobert even more is that it's not a lot of scouting report on him because he only played one game for 20 minutes. So it's not like they could plan accordingly for him. So Utah got a little bit of leverage on that perspective of things. I'm gonna go ahead and try to see what I could do with some Gobert. I'm gonna get rid of Nene and Cantor, but I want to write their names down. I think I need one of those guys, Nene or Cantor. All right, let's continue. Let's get some Gobert in the lineup. Let's get Hayward out. All right. And then on the Clippers side, Chris Paul for 10K. Oh, man. Do I want to drop 10K on Chris Paul? One thing's for sure, I can't have both Chris Paul and James Harden. That's tough, man. Chris Paul at home, James Harden at home. I think I'm gonna stay away from Chris for a game, guys. The reason is because Chris. Nah, man, I'm trying to see if it makes sense, and it just doesn't. Now even with Blake out, Chris usage go, he takes more shots. Chris Paul, James Harden. Sounds like I'm gonna have to take out Mike Conley and Gobert. Yeah, tomorrow's tough. I don't want to leave Chris Paul out my lineup, man. Look at the 4 games: 57, 47, 62, 59. I will have to be on drugs not to play Chris Paul tomorrow. Gotta have Chris Paul in there. I'm just gonna go ahead, put him in. We gotta fit Chris Paul in the lineup, guys. Have to fit Chris Paul in the lineup. I don't know how we gonna do it. We gotta do it. Maybe 8K is a little too much for Mike Conley. Similar to Schroeder tonight, right? I think 8K on the road against San Antonio. I think Papa's a good coach. He adjusts to that. Let's get Conley out of there. Let's get Chris Paul in my point guard. Let's get Conley out of there for now. Might have to come down on like a Kawhi or something. If I come down Kawhi, how much is Gobert? I like Gobert. Let's check out Gobert price real quick. 79. And then we know we got some value and some. We can get back Cantor in the lineup. And let's look at the other Clippers players. Now, this guy Bahamute. Nah, I'm not gonna go Bahamute anymore. I'm starting to think it's best I stay away from James Harden tomorrow too, man. I think it's best I stay away from James Harden. I'm gonna hold on to Chris Paul, stay away, get back Kawhi, and stay away from James Harden for that price. But damn, Kawhi, for $1,000 cheaper, Harden to give me 60, Kawhi give me 40. You know what I mean? It's tough. Let me see what my crew talking about. Let me consult with you guys. Hayward good to go tomorrow. He back in the lineup. Oh, Curry's at 51 right now. McGee's in there causing havoc. Yo, Jeremiah, I'm about to talk to you in 2 seconds. Hold on. Let me look at these other comments, man. Before you try to get at me, I want to show you something. Portland, I dodged that. All right, Harden. We need a logo. Come up with something, Randall. If I like it, I'll go with it, man. I don't mind a logo. Nene, back at home. I could check out some of the names, see how I feel about it. Man, I'm late, but you were right, simp, about Monroe. But I had one line with the T Maker and Monroe stack last week that was very successful. Yeah, I knew Monroe wasn't gonna do good today. I told you the bigs against Portland, against Toronto is a problem. You can't really trust the bigs. I'm playing Paul tomorrow. Yeah, I gotta get Paul. The game is not in Utah tomorrow, Ernest. The game is in LA. I couldn't wait to see ass today. Shooter. Goddamn, Lewis. I said, all right, so let me show you something about my lineup today, right? Since you wanna call me out on my shooter play. I'm at 281 right now, and they just put McGee back in, so I think that's gonna get better. That lineup is about to hit 300, and they got Schroeder in it, so I'm all right, man. I bet 4, and I'm at 12. I didn't get in the Sharks nest, but I think I'm gonna hit 300 tonight, so I'm all right. I'm all right with that. And if Schroeder would have had a Schroeder kind of game, this lineup would have been fire, flames. So I'm not upset. I'm not upset. Like I said, I will go back Schroeder again the next game if his price has not changed. All right. I think Harden's ankle's banged up. Harden, no way. Robertson might as well be Harden's girl the way he be all over him. Take Harden. Yeah, I got rid of Harden. Let's get back to the lineup though. No Cantor. Cantor for 3,200 is safe, man. I know he just went 1 for 5, but all right, let me hold off. I think that's a pretty safe tag for him though. So Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard, Gobert. I don't know why I'm so big on Gobert tomorrow, to be honest. It's the fact that he really played 24 minutes and dropped 37 points. He's gonna be on the road. I know DJ don't really play that well defense, and Gobert is so athletic. I just got a good feeling about Gobert on the road tomorrow. Let me see what his splits are on the road. So he doesn't do too bad on the road. I'm gonna hold on to Gobert. I love Tony Parker. I can't say I even love Kawhi either, yo. Can't say I love Kawhi for 9K. I'm gonna try to keep it balanced. I'm gonna hold on to Chris Paul. Try to keep it balanced. See what I could do here. For 2 guards, let's see what our options are. We can go back Oladipo. Facing elimination. I think Oladipo is pretty safe, man. 31, 27, 28 for Oladipo. But he just had 2 blocks and 2 steals. I don't know about who Oladipo guarded. Ariza, for the most part. No Johnson. Ingles for 5K turns me off. I might just go back to Lou Will coming off the bench for 5-2. I could go back to some Lou Will tomorrow. I think Lou Will is okay. Small forward. Ray Felton just had a decent game. Dang, they already took McGee out. He just came in the game. They do not give him no love, man. I guess he got bad asthma or whatever, but I think I'm gonna go with my gut on this Gordon Hayward play. It's just that Bahamute plays defense, man. But in the 4 games, 37, 31, 60 with no Gobert. I don't know. I'm gonna go back Kawhi. I'm gonna take some Kawhi. I got to take Kawhi. Power forward. I'm not paying 5K for favors. Most spades starting. Guys like that? You guys think that's cool? I'm good. Most spades. I think I like Jermichael Green coming off the bench, man, for 3K. How about Brandon Bass? So the power forward is tough tomorrow. The power forward is tough tomorrow. Let me see what other forwards. It's gonna have to be a small forward. I just wish Engels wasn't so expensive. James Ennis is not a bad consideration, man. With Tony Allen now, I think Ennis gets a good amount of minutes. And for 3,600, I'm good with some Ennis again tomorrow. I'll take some Ennis. I know Kawhi plays lockdown defense, but Ennis, it's tough. It's hard for me to play Ennis, man. I hate playing Ennis. But he's taking 10 shots. He's not going to go 2 for 10, I don't think so. He was in some foul trouble. He got to the line a little bit. I don't know. My forward situation is tough. It's looking like I'm going to have to pay up for forwards and get some value at the guard spot. Let me see what you guys saying. Nah, McGee is not in, bro. I'm looking at the screen right now. McGee is not in there. I see Lillard at the line and no McGee. A little pissed off about it. Austin Rivers will get one. Doc loves his son. I was looking at some Austin Rivers too today. For 3,600. I don't know. I don't know about Austin Rivers, man. Well, I don't think I can get to that. Being honest. I'm being honest. Trying to find some good value for the forward position, but there's just no value that I like. Still waiting for that Ginobili game, man. I don't know what's up with Manu. Another game, 0 for 5, 0 for 2, 0 for Manu Ginobili has not made a field goal this entire series. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm not messing with cancer. I think Jermichael Green is a decent punt. He's gonna get a good amount of minutes in the 20s. He's good for a point per minute most nights. He doesn't have to do much. Well, he got 14 points and 4 rebounds, and he hit value with that. You know what I mean? I think I like Jermichael Green for 3,300. I could do that. Austin Rivers for 3,600. Yo, Curry still hitting 3. Why they still have Curry in the game, man? Curry single-handedly destroying my entire lineup. Pissed off right now. Where's JaVale McGee, man? Let's continue here. I don't know if I want to chase that Jamal Crawford. Most space sucks. I'm not doing that. Curry still scoring. I got a good feeling about Pat Bev at home, man. I do. I'm telling you guys, I like Pat Beverly at home. I'm gonna take out Lou Will and go Pat Beverly. Start at home. I like Pat Bev at home. Um, I think I'm gonna have to go back Roberson, guys. If he's 31, 36, 32, 38, even in the regular season, he likes to play his team. He's playing hard. It's a elimination game. I think going back to Roberson might not be a bad idea. 57 is it's tough, though. It's tough. Gotta have Chris Paul. Let me see what you guys talk about. I'm on a standstill right now, guys. I gotta see what's going on. Hey, DRRCC. I'll be pissed if I was Lewis. You know what, Lewis? You from New York. I'm gonna take you back to a phrase a new dude said. What's the difference between a 4-point aisle and a 4.6? Like 30. To God, to 40 grand, you could have probably won the league, but you happy with pocket change. Now you owe us all one tomorrow night. I need top 10% tomorrow from you. Yo, bro, Shooter was a good play, man. You gotta believe that. Trust me. Got nothing but love for you, though, Lewis. I'm off Shooter thing now. Yeah, I'm going Shooter the next game they play. Trust me. I like Shooter, man. I like Shooter. Shooter did good for one half that he played. He was in some foul trouble early. Maybe that was their game plan to frustrate him early and get him out. But I'm not off Shooter at all, man. I like Shooter. I love Shooter tomorrow. Love Shooter next game. Unless he's like 8-5 or something, and I can't do it. But Shooter's in a good spot, man. Show Shooter some love. Oh, man, this lineup is killing me. The thing with Kawhi is you just don't know what you're gonna get from him, man. He'll go out. Kawhi's another guy. I don't see Kawhi going out 2 games in a row. For him to go 70, I'm gonna chill with Kawhi for that 9-6. It's really handicapping my lineup. I'm gonna chill with Kawhi. I'm gonna get Pat Bev and Lou Williams. All right, now I got some breathing room. I only got one big winner with Chris Paul. I need another big shot guy in here. I need another big name. Harden at home sounds interesting. I'd rather Harden than Kawhi though, man. Harden got more upside. He's more consistent, and he just came off a bad game, so we like that, right? Versus Kawhi just coming off of a good game that's not as consistent. Harden being consistent, coming off of a bad game, that rings well in my ears. That's it right there. So Chris Paul, James Harden, boom, off the back, 2 must plays. And then for small forward, I want to put Hayward in there so bad, man. I'm gonna take out Pat Bell. I'm gonna try something with some Hayward, and then I'm gonna try Cantor for 32, and let me see what my options is for 28. Oh, it sucks. This sucks. Troy Williams, no. Harrell gets no minutes. How about some McDermott for 2,400? I don't hate that play at all. It takes a lot of guts though, but McDermott is one of those guys can come out and go off, start hitting some shots. But it just came from home and he couldn't do nothing, right? 2 for 6, 2 for 4. He's not rebounding. He's not. Nah, I can't do the McDermott thing. I'm gonna have to take out Hayward. I don't want to. I like Hayward. 'Cause feel like Tony Parker is good. Gobert is good. I like Gobert. I love Gobert tomorrow. Let's get rid of Hayward. Let's try to get some balance. Bahamute with all those minutes at home with what's his name coming back and Felton playing better. Against Utah, you don't really need that much, but you will. You will. They're gonna need Bahamute defense on Hayward, and Hayward plays good defense too. So I don't know about Bahamute, man. If I'm playing matchups, it's hard going Bahamute. But I think I just noticed something. I could put back Hayward, right? I'll put back Hayward. Oh no, I can't do that. I was gonna say get some Felton and this 3 steals is what I'm not big on Felton either. I'm not gonna chase that. Hayward is too iffy anyway. Let's see what I want to do here. What about Roberson? Let's continue with the Roberson. Let's ride that until it gets played out. Let's get some I know Gerald likes Capella. For 4,600, Capella is not a bad option, man. Especially at home. He didn't get too many minutes in OKC. So for him to come off 2 mediocre games, I think it's a bounce back. I like Capella. Let's get some Capella. Let's get some Capella. Stick with Roberson. Let's get some Capella. I got a bad taste about Roberson. I feel like I just want to stick on the good run, but I don't know. Nothing wrong in calling things out. I mean, yeah. Schroeder didn't perform well tonight. So for everybody that says stay away from Schroeder, you were right, guys. But I will go right back. It's just circumstances. It's not like he had a bad game. He shot the ball poorly or he did. The guy had a decent game with the time that he was given. It was just circumstances. So I'm not pissed off about that Schroeder play. I'll do it again, like I said. Nothing. No Hayward, no McDermott. It takes guts. It takes no brains. Yeah, I agree. I don't want the iffiness. I could stay away from Hayward with the iffy. I think Gobert for sub 8K is a great play. All right. If we look Gobert 86, 82. They put him down to 7,800 against San Antonio. He dropped a 50 bomb. They put him back to 83, 87, 86, 85. So now he's at 78. I love Gobert. I'm not touching him. But you say no Harden. I got to take Harden at home, man. I got to take Harden at home. I like this lineup, man. I like this lineup. I like it. It's starting to look successful. It's the Roberson thing that has me puzzled. If I take out Roberson, I have 88. I mean, I got 6,800 I could play around with. Zach Randolph. I don't like bigs against San Antonio, especially when San Antonio is at home. Aldridge owes me a game, man. A bounce back game. He's too iffy though, but yeah, 2V at home. Aldridge at home. Let me see. 20, 30. Aldridge. Aldridge handicaps my lineup. I don't know about Aldridge. Let's keep going though. Let's go down and see what we like. Oladipo. I don't even have a guard spot for him. Ingles is too expensive. I want to play Ingles. I just don't like that price. Your boy Ryan Anderson. No Anderson for me. It's looking like I gotta pay up for forwards, man. I might have to take I might have to I don't want to stay away from Chris Paul at home tomorrow. But I might have to. Nah, I can't. Can't stay. The dilemma is because of my forward situation. What forwards do you guys like? Somebody throw some forwards at me, man. What forwards do you guys like, man? Let's see. Chris Paul, Lou Williams, Robadon, LMA, Capella, Harden, Lee, and Reddick. That's nice, Joe. That's nice. You got some big shots in there, and then some nice safe plays around it. David Lee, I didn't really consider some David Lee for 3,500. I don't know about David Lee, man. What did David Lee do to get to 19? 8 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. So why hasn't he been getting minutes? Okay. So Dedmon didn't play the last game. So Lee got a bunch of minutes. That's what happened. Dedmon didn't play. So be careful with Lee. Because I think Dedmon is going to play. Let me see what's Dedmon's story now. Yeah, so Lee is kind of risky because Dedmon's going to play. I was wondering why Lee got the big thing. Favors with no and you know what? That's a good call because with no the 2 games that the 1 game with no Griffin, Favors might be a good play. I mean, he just had a good game. 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 17 points, 7 for 10. Favors. You guys like Favors? Favors. How you guys feel about Favors, man? Got you. Keep an eye on your email tonight after the live show. Blake's gone and Gobert's back. Favors should eat at power forward. Yeah, 54. Before I pay for Favors, I'll probably take back my man. Let me stop, man. Let me get back Roberson in the lineup. I'm going to get Roberson. And then in this last spot, since I got a spot to punt for forward, I'm going to go ahead and look at some Ray Felton and just call it a day, man. Call it a day with some Ray Felton. I know he's not going to get 3 steals again. I like Felton. I like Felton in this spot. It's just hard though with Rivers back and with Hayward back. They're not gonna put Felton. See, with no Hayward, it's easier to put Felton on Ingles, but to put Felton on Hayward is just a mismatch. So I like Bahamute for that, man. I'm gonna get Bahamute. I'm going back to Bahamute. Going back to Bahamute, guys. I know it sounds crazy, but he just shot 1 for 8. The fact that he took 8 shots and got 8, I'm going back with Bahamute. Let's be smart, right? I'm going back with Bahamute. I'm gonna do that and be comfortable. And then 4,800. Let me see what I can get for that. Capella for 4,600. Hold on a second. 14. Let me see something really quick. 153 times 6. So Paul Harden, Bahamute, Jermichael Green, Rudy Gobert, Tony Parker, Hayward. Let me see if I can find one 2K guy that can get me 12 points, and I'll be happy. If I can just find one, it's going to be hard this deep into the series, though. What Christian doing? I know Christian comes in for Westbrook. Bertans, nope. No XM. Trey Lyles. There's nobody. Nobody that I would even. Baldwin got some minutes? No. DeJounte Murray. Norris Cole, no. Singler, Deontay Nichols. Oh, yeah, I said Taylor. Yeah, I can't do that. I feel like I want to. Can't do it. Tomorrow's a little tough. Definitely not getting to Westbrook. If I'm having a hard time just getting Harden in, then I'm definitely not getting to Westbrook tomorrow. Definitely not getting to Westbrook. I'm not even gonna try that Westbrook lineup. If I go Oladipo, what can I afford at that point? Danny Green? I'm going to take some Vince Carter getting on a minutes in the 30s like that, man. Vince Carter getting 33, 36, 33 minutes. We're going to get some Vince Carter. Get some Vince Carter in there. So it's really stars and scrubs, man. I'm taking to Bamute, Jermichael Green, Vince Carter. I think the best thing for me to do is just stack again. I'm gonna go light tomorrow. I don't like tomorrow's slate. I don't like the prices. I'm gonna stack. I think I'm gonna go stack tomorrow. I think I'm gonna have to stack tomorrow. I'm gonna submit this lineup, but then I'm gonna revisit. And I think it's hard, man. It's hard. I might have to just stack this OKC game because of how high pace it's gonna be. Get both Westbrook and Harden in there. And then take all the role players, man. Take some the thing about, let me see something, 10, 15, 29, 31. I want to see if what I'm thinking is right. 10, 15, 29, 31. 10, 15, 29, 31. So with the exception of one game, it seems like the combination of Nene and Capella will always be good. One out of the two always seems to have a good game. All right. If Capella's not in the 30s, Nene's in the 30s. So I like to have both of them together. So pretty much you paying $9K, 6 times value is 54. And every game, for example, let me show you. So the last game, Nene had 45, Capella had 10. That's 55, right? The game before that, Nene had 13, and this is the game that I think they didn't, and Capella had 15. That didn't work out. But the other two games, they were in the 50s, right? 19 for Nene, 30 for Capella. So that's about 50 between the two. And then the game before that, game one was 31 for Capella and 23, which is 54. So I think having Capella and Nene will pay off, and then have Westbrook and Harden going at each other. Westbrook facing elimination. I'm hoping he comes out and put on a show. Harden at home. I like that. So I'm gonna just stack this game, man. I'm just gonna stack it. I think it's in my best interest. I'm gonna stack it, but I'm gonna take out Westbrook. I'm gonna stack it, take out Westbrook. Gonna get some Lou Will, Pat Beverly. I'm gonna get yeah, tomorrow's not a good day, guys. I'm gonna stick to the lineup that I just made, a nice balanced one, and I'm just gonna sleep on it. And then tomorrow I'm gonna build on it. But I don't. It's hard for me right now to come up with a lineup. I might have to just avoid all expensive plays and go balance. I just gotta sleep on it, see what news come out, and see how I feel about it, man. But it's looking like it's gonna whatever it is. I might have to just stack a game and just chill and hope that game go into overtime or something. All right. Let me look at some final comments and then I'm out of here, guys. Why Capella and not Nene? Save 200. I like if I play one, I'm gonna play the other. Lewis, what's your email? Mine is on here, so send me an email. Email to get me at is that's my email. You guys can hit me up. I don't care. Nene got lucky the other night, but if Harden is a decoy, it makes a lot of sense to take the role players. Okay, sorry everyone, gotta go. 5 a.m. comes quicker than I like. Some cheap players on Memphis, Ennis and Harrison. Has Harrison been playing well? Still winning more than I bet. I just made back my bet money for the most part. Sucks. Let's see what Harrison been doing. 16 and 18. He's getting minutes in the 20s. Harrison is worth a look. Careful of Harden. Yeah, Rockets are about to end the series. I'm playing both of them. I'm stacking that game big time. I agree with you. I'm stacking that game. I got Beverly, Harden, Kawhi, Randolph, Capella, Crawford, Ennis, Roberson. That's pretty decent. Don't play Harden. It's gonna be back and forth. Play him, don't play him, play him, don't play him. I just gotta sleep on it when I wake up. Plus, we're gonna get some news too. It's always something out. Somebody's sick, somebody's banged up, somebody's switching up the starting lineup. So I think this is one that we just have to wait till the live show and just go how we feel. All right. And that's it. I hit a wall with this one tonight, man. I don't have a lineup that I can say I'm confident with, but I will tomorrow at the live show, and I might just go light tomorrow too. Wait for that Atlanta game so I could fire up some Schroeder. You know what I mean? But that's it. That's it. I'm out for right now. I'll be back tomorrow so we can really analyze. After I have a whole day to think about it, we can analyze everything. We can see what we really like and we can get it popping. All right, guys? Peace out, man.